Say you're buying a synthesizer and you're thinking, okay, it sounds great, but it sounds a little bit dryish, is what we say, dry or a little bit bland, or say for instance a Subsequent 37. Amazing synthesizer, but it really comes to life if you use effects on it. Now, today's video is all about effects on synths, power to the pedal. Are you ready for it? Let's go and do it right now. Hey, what's up? I'm in a little kitchen and thank you for checking out yet another video. Now, if this is your first time here, don't hesitate to click subscribe and hit that notification bell. Whenever I upload a new video, you'll be kept in the loop and you'll not miss out on anything. Stick around till the end of this video. It's about that time again. The dance carousel is upon us. What it is, I'll explain towards the end of the video, so stay tuned. Since I take it you don't live in a big cathedral and can walk out to the main hall and place a microphone there and have all the reverberation that you have, guitar pedals might be your next option. So there are so many. As I said, there are distortion pedals, there are compression pedals, EQ pedals, there are chorus pedals, I mean, you can name it. I mainly use delay and reverb. Pedals can drastically alter the sound of a synthesizer, and that's a cool thing. You can have it moderately there, but you can really have an impact and make it as crazy as you would want to. Long washes of reverb, long delays. It just does a really crazy thing to really shape the sound in where you want it to go. And when it sounds a little bit otherworldly, is what I say, the longevity in the listener's attention span is also increasing, right? And that's what you would want. You'd like to have your listener go and say, there was something really crazy about what I heard. It was not something that I knew existed, and that's the cool thing of making electronic music, is what I think. Still though, you have to choose your pedal wisely. Not all effect pedals work with synthesizers, unfortunately. Synthesizers typically output a little bit of a stronger amplitude, so the range is going to sometimes overpower the pedal that you have, or vice versa. Some synthesizers are digital while the effects are analog, and then there is a mismatch there, so you might end up with hiss, or your sound is too soft, so you really have to figure out and check the specs. What is going to work on my synthesizer? How am I going to work it? Now, obviously, when you work with a Subsequent 37, you can definitely go with something like a Strymon pedal. That's always going to work. It's also not the most affordable pedal in the world, but then again, you will buy a pedal like that for life because it sounds absolutely amazing. Same goes for the event type, but there's also other options that you can use, and there are some reissues and stuff. I am using so many different pedals today. You have to just pick and choose which ones you like. It's not a shootout, mind you. That's not the intention of what I'm doing here today. I'm just trying to show you how many different flavors and tastes can actually work on a track. And why is it important? Because I am recently going back into my production where I don't want to overproduce it anymore. I only want to use a few sounds. So the Roland J6, absolutely amazing. You saw me use it last week. If not, go check out the video. Do it now. It's a chord machine. I love it. It's getting me faster to chord progressions that I would not usually go for. So yeah, getting me out of my comfort zone, cool. Which means the bass line is now going to do something different. I can focus on that. So J6 arpeggio, Subsequent 37 bass line. Mind you though, reverb is placing the sound either closer to you or further away. The more reverb you use, the further away it goes, right? So it's almost like three-dimensional panning. Keep that in mind. And a rule of thumb is also use a delay first and then the reverb, because the delay obviously is going to be snappy and repetitive, and a reverb might extend the sound. So if you do it the other way around, the long extended sounds might not be as audible or as predominantly there if you stick a reverb first and then a delay. But it's not to say that that doesn't work. So you will see how even using different reverbs in tandem can also work. Now, if you're ready, let's go and see if we can make that work. You ready? Let's go. Welcome to the lab, and the lab is advancing again. As I said in the intro, I've got here the Roland J6. I love it. It's an absolutely great machine, good price point, so it's absolutely amazing. Subsequent 37s over here. We've got the Fader Fox MX12. controlling levels on the Octatrack. Pretty much a few things that I decked out, not too many things. Here is the array of different pedals. I've got the DD7, the June 60 chorus, I've got the Roland RE20, I've got the Blacksky by Strymon, the Boss DD500, and there's so many more effects, but for now let's focus on this. Now I'll play you everything dry, which means that I'm going to take out delay and reverb on this thing, and I'm going to just like make sure that everything is off. It seems to be, yeah, everything is off. So this is what the track sounds like. Yeah, let's play this first. The beats are this. Arp. Play around with the envelopes here. Now obviously this is a synthesizer that has delay and reverb, so see here how this instantly does something for this, right? Let's just turn it off. So this is if you turn it off. Okay, baseline. As you can hear, subsequent 37. Now, when I focus on a sound like this, I can do a few things. I can make it longer or shorter. I'm going to take the ARP out so that you can focus on the bass line here. I will down the filter. And the first thing I'm going to put on there is a chorus, right? June 60. Listen. This is the first setting. I'm going to switch to the second setting now. Without, with it. Can serve a purpose, obviously, with the ARP. Right? Cool, okay. Now I've daisy chained everything together, so it's not that I can use different effects, but I will use them one after the other and then jam around with them so you can hear what happens if you actually jam around with them, right? So that's off. DD7, listen to this. I love this delay because this delay is absolutely, this is the kind of vibe that I love, because then you get a little bit of that here. Ah, amazing. Okay, this I think works very well with the Blue Sky. Let's try that, right? I'm gonna enter Blue Sky in. Ah, come on, how is this not cool, right? So now all of a sudden the sound starts to be a lot huger with the ARP. And The trick for me is that I still have to hear the initial sound of the bass line. Turn it off. You know what I mean? Let's play around with the effects on this, on the ARP, so that it gets a little bit more its own space, right? So it's more character, right? It just does a lot more. Cool. And I'm liking that. Again, going back to focus on the bass. 2, 3, and I can turn this off. See what happens if I stick the tune through here. It's a little bit more aggression, I think. Yeah, like it. Nice. Okay. This obviously has different settings. There is a plate reverb that we can use. Nice. It's pre-delay, so that the initial transient will start and this will come in a little bit later. Nice. There's room that you heard just now. Spring reverb. Shimmer. Nice, huh? Cool. So that's why I like both of them. Let's go back to the space echo. Let's go to the space echo and let's see what this is, right? Completely different again. Turn this off, this off. Now I've got it on setting 6, which means there's reverb and there is delay, all stacked into one. Let's open the reverb a little bit. Nice, a nice character, a little bit on the mid-highs. Let's turn down the reverb and open up the delay. And I set it to the beat, right? You can do it with the delay as well. So bam, 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 bam. So I tap in the tap that I wanted, which is a triplet. Can do the same here, you have to hold it. Then it turns green, and then you do the same here. Turn this off. As you can hear, right? But then it's hard to turn off, so I'll just do it like this. Off. Okay, so that we have. Then we can switch over to the digital delay DD500. Now this thing can be programmed with MIDI and all kinds of different vibes. You stick MIDI in there so you can send it program changes. Listen here. I will change the tap of the note. As you can hear, this eats up a lot of the frequency of the sound here. So it's a big range of frequency that goes through it, which means, is it ideal to use on this? Probably not. If I'm using a lead on the subsequent, then probably yes. But now I'm thinking, might not be. Let's see what happens if we enter in our arpeggio again. It becomes very unnerving for me. Nah, not sure. So this I like. It gives that a little bit of a gritty character. Also, this is a reissue of Space Echo. Let's see if we can stick this into this. How that sounds. I will take the ARP out. And I'm even going to place this reverb that I've got here in here, right? Let's stick it in there. Rooms within rooms. I will let this do a little bit of an LFO thingy. So this is moving by itself. Take this out, take this out. I will take the reverb out on the space echo, and now I'm going to jam around and see what we can do, right? Take out the kick. Ding it out. So many different options that you have, right? Drum roll. Slowly bringing in my arm. I'll do the same thing again. So do you hear how it's all blended in the background? And then when I play this, all of a sudden becomes a nice atmosphere. This off. Now, I'm going to do that same thing again. Everything's off. And the thing is, I've got it on a send, so I can do the same thing with the ARP. So now that you hear the ARP playing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No reverb, no nothing. So envelope, I'm going to make it shorter. I don't like the sound. I'm going to get a little bit less of a kind of metal-y sound. So I'm going to go here. Yeah, something like this, right? Classic Juno. Yeah, I'm liking this. Delay is going to eat this up. Yep, I'm liking that. So first, let's try our boss. I'm going to take off the send here and turn this on. So, okay, first this. Ah, come on, how's this not funny? Liking that? Now, let's turn this off and turn this on. There we go. Gotta love that shimmer, man. Listen to that. I'm gonna take out my drums here. back in. 2, 3, and. So you can have a ton of fun with these things. Now, why do I think this helps me out? I don't necessarily have to play stuff, but I can just like dress it up, right? So I've got 2 auxiliary stands on this mixer here, which means that I can just now determine what goes where. I can make one chain on one send on aux 1, and I can make another chain on a different one. So you can just like try stuff out. The way I'm using it now means that different rules apply, really. I mean, you don't have to have expensive or cheap or whatever. That's not what it is. It's all down to taste, right? This is a little bit more of that space echo vibe, right? Let's listen to some presets on here. And there's EQ on there, so I can take out low. As you can hear. Let's use the room and stick this in the room here. But I have to say that that Strymon Blacksky is making affordable synths a little bit more expensive sounding, you know what I mean? So, nice. So, let's put some chorus on there. Take this out and then. You have to gain stage it a little bit because this makes it very loud. Do you know how this works better on this sound than that it did on the bass line? Nice. Oh, nice. Turn it down a little bit. Put some delay on there. So now we've got a little bit of an algorithm going on. We've got first the Tune 60, setting 2, mono, going into the digital delay DD7, and then going into the Blacksky right here. Let's turn off the reverb. I'll turn on this reverb and see how those are. Nice as well. You have to be careful with the peak level here. Let's place the bass line on there. You see how this just like migrates and works and flows, and I'm liking that. So everything off. How does this compare then? If you're listening to something like I have the same thing with this machine that I had with the TB03. The learning curve in terms of how does it sound filter-wise, resonance wise, and the delay and the reverb it's something, you know, you have to find its sweet spot sometimes. It's easier for me to find it on a machine like this, obviously, but then again, more is laid out on the surface. But you have to understand that when you alter the sound, in my opinion, different effects will apply. If I'm playing this, just a basic short sound, which just sounds a little bit thinny, then all of a sudden, whoa, there you go. Now, so this beats this up. Then with delay, let's hear that. With reverb here, try this reverb. Ooh, let's try this reverb. Let's try this delay. Off. You see? On. This works together well as well. A little bit brighter. I'm liking it. Then again, you have to also understand that you have to really work on the sound and the song first, right? I mean, obviously, I stick a lot of time in creating my my arpeggios because I want them to really sound the way they do. And yeah, that's just the way I'm trying to see how these things work. Yes or no. Well, this is probably me jamming it out, and I'll leave it up to the other guy to tell you what's what, yeah? That's how I do it. Let me know which pedals you like, which pedals you use, on what synths. I'm very keen to have you tell me, so please do that in the comment section below. If you made it this far into the video, you, sir or ma'am, are an absolute superstar. Thank you so much for watching. Next week there's going to be another video. Thank you. If you want to get closer to what's happening, you can find everything on patreon.com/analogkitchen, and it bridges into Discord, which means that's where the congregation congregates. That's where we have our little community talking about synths, talking about pedals, talking about what to buy, what not to buy. You can throw your demos out there. You can just talk to a lot of people, like-minded peers. It's a cool, respectable community. And in that sense, we all make music together, and we call it the Dance Carousel. More on that in a second. So you'll see how everything works together. If you can only have a set amount of bars in which you can make your music, and then somebody else has to take over, we're back to backing all the way. I think we're up to 15 producers now that do a dollar set, and just like, you'll check it out in a second. Now, this is how I use it. This is how I do it. If you like this shirt, go to my fourth wall page. I think there's a link in the description below as well for this analog kitchenware, if you like what you see. Okay, thank you for being here once more. And yeah, okay, with that said, that concludes our broadcast day. I will catch you next week on another video. I'm in the kitchen and I'm out. Peace.
Don't stop the music.